I used to feel like I was constantly playing catch-up. Do you know that feeling? Like you're on a treadmill that's just a little too fast, and it feels like everyone else is just effortlessly jogging by. I was struggling to be productive, struggling to stay motivated, and honestly, I just felt like I was falling behind in pretty much every part of my life. My mornings didn't start with a calm cup of coffee. It was this quiet, nagging feeling that everyone else had a secret I wasn't in on. Some secret to being more efficient, more creative, more capable. My phone would light up, and with it, a flood of emails, notifications, and a to-do list that felt more like a list of everything I failed to do the day before. Every new project started with a paralyzing stare down, with a blank page and that blinking cursor of death. I'd waste hours trying to brainstorm, writing and deleting the same sentence over and over, feeling the deadline breathing down my neck. It's about upgrading your daily life with AI, and today, I'm going to show you exactly how I went from feeling totally overwhelmed to finally taking back control. But it turns out the key to unlocking your own potential is already here, and it's not some exclusive club or a rare talent. Let me paint you a picture of my life before all this. They started with a jolt of anxiety. The pressure was insane, not just from my job, but from myself. All those systems needed a level of discipline and organization that I just couldn't find when my real problem was a total lack of mental energy. It was exhausting. I saw it as this super complex, intimidating tech for programmers and data scientists. I'd see people online building businesses, learning new skills, getting in the best shape of their lives, and I was just treading water. My work, which I used to actually enjoy, became a source of dread. Creative block wasn't just an occasional thing. It was my default setting. It wasn't just that I didn't think it could help. I was actively against it. Something had to change, but I had no idea what. This mental clutter wasn't just messing with my work. It felt like my brain was a web browser with 1,000 tabs open, and all of them were frozen. It was seeping into everything. I was forgetting appointments, double booking myself, and my own personal projects were just gathering digital dust in some forgotten folder. Productivity wasn't a goal. It was a daily battle, and I was losing. I tried every trick in the book. Instead, it talked about AI as a collaborator, a creative partner. I downloaded a dozen different planner apps. I read all the articles on time management, the Pomodoro technique, time blocking, eating the frog, you name it, I tried it. But nothing stuck. I gave it the basic info, a few keywords, and the tone I wanted. I hit enter, not really expecting much. It all felt like putting a bandage on a broken leg. Some were pretty generic, but a couple had this little spark of an idea I hadn't thought of. And AI, to be honest, I was a skeptic. Or worse, I saw it as the villain in a sci-fi movie. The thing that was coming for all of our jobs. The headlines were all about automation and replacement, which just made me more anxious. I spent the next hour editing, mixing ideas, and adding my own voice. The idea that this technology could be the thing to pull me out of my slump felt completely backward. The mental weight of starting from absolute zero was what was burning me out. But as a whole new layer of the internet, a new way to interact with information. It was the last place I thought I'd find a solution. I was just scared of being left even further behind. Of having to learn another complicated system that I'd probably fail at anyway. I'd hit a breaking point where the way I was living and working just was unsustainable. The change didn't happen in some big, dramatic lightning bolt moment. It was way quieter. It started with an article I stumbled upon late one night, talking about how writers and artists were using generative AI to get over creative blocks. The article didn't use a bunch of jargon or complicated tech speak. That idea stuck with me. A partner. Not a replacement, not some cold machine, but something that could work with me. So my curiosity finally won out over my skepticism. I decided to try a little experiment. I had this really annoying task I'd been putting off for weeks, writing a bunch of short product descriptions for a freelance gig. It was simple but so tedious, and every time I tried to start, my mind just went blank. So I opened up an AI tool. I felt almost silly typing in my request. What came back was surprisingly good. It wasn't perfect, not by a long shot, but it was a start. In a few seconds, it had spit out 10 different versions. It wasn't that the AI did the work for me, it's that it broke the inertia. It smashed the blank page into 1,000 little pieces that I could actually work with. The task that had been haunting me for weeks was done in under an hour. That was the aha moment. I need to write a blog post about the benefits of remote work for mental health. It's not about letting the AI write for me, but about getting rid of that initial friction. Give me 5 title ideas, a 3-part outline, and some surprising stats I can use. I felt this wave of relief that was so huge it almost brought me to tears. The bottleneck wasn't my ability, it was the starting point. I use it for everything. Generating presentation slides from a wall of text, summarizing long reports, drafting complicated emails, even helping me code little automations for my workflow. And this tool had just lifted that weight. From there, I just started exploring. I began to see AI not as one thing. I realized my fear was totally misplaced. It wasn't about letting a machine think for me. It was about using a machine to help me think better. It was like my brain had been this cluttered, messy workshop, and I was just handed a set of power tools. These tools could organize, streamline, and build things faster than I ever could by hand. It wasn't about replacing the craftsmen. It was about empowering them. This was the moment I stopped seeing AI as a threat and started seeing it as the single biggest opportunity for personal growth in our lifetime. This discovery completely rewired my entire approach to work. It was a total system upgrade. I started by tackling the biggest source of my daily anxiety, that chaotic mess of tasks and schedules. AI-powered assistants are literally designed to reduce that mental overload, and for me, it was a game changer. Instead of just telling my calendar to add one meeting, I started feeding my AI assistant my entire brain dump. I'd say, here's everything on my plate this week. Finish the quarterly report. Prep the slides for Thursday's meeting. Call the plumber, buy a birthday gift for my sister, and schedule a dentist appointment. The AI would instantly analyze, prioritize, and lay out a clear, actionable plan. My mental clutter was suddenly organized. That one change freed up more mental space than a week of meditation. Then, I turned my attention to my greatest enemy, the blank page. Now, generative AI is my go-to brainstorming partner. It has fundamentally changed my creative process. Before, I'd just sit around and wait for inspiration to magically show up. Now I manufacture it. I'll go to my AI and just start a conversation. In seconds, I have a skeleton to work with. In fact, studies have found that using these tools can lead to work that is over 40% higher in quality. And the numbers behind this are wild. A brand new 2025 report from PwC found that the industries leaning into AI, the most have seen their productivity growth nearly quadruple. This isn't just a small bump, it's a massive leap. And it's not just about writing either. This isn't just a trend. 80% of workers who use AI say it directly boosts their productivity. What's more, this technology is getting faster and more integrated into our devices every day. Through things like Edge AI, it allows for real-time processing right on your phone or computer. You get instant feedback without sending data to the cloud. It's like having a personal coach that learns how you work and gets better at helping you every single day. If you have ever felt that soul-crushing creative block or have been totally buried by your to-do list, do me a favor. Pause this video and drop a comment telling me what your single biggest productivity struggle is. And while you're down there, if you're getting any value from this, please hit that subscribe button. Because we're just getting started. Next, we're going to get into how this same tech can completely change your personal health. I felt more in control and less stressed than I had in years. Getting my work life in order was incredible. But I quickly realized that real, sustainable productivity doesn't just come from managing tasks better. It comes from a deep foundation of physical and mental well-being. And just like it did with my work, AI was about to become my ultimate wellness partner. Let's start with physical health. For years, I wore a fitness tracker, counted my steps, it tracked my sleep, but it was mostly just passive data. It told me what I had done, but not what I should do. That's where AI has completely changed the game. The new generation of wellness tech doesn't just track, it coaches. AI algorithms can now analyze all the data from your wearables, your sleep quality, your heart rate variability, your daily strain, and give you hyper-personalized recommendations. It's a shift from passive tracking to proactive, personalized guidance. My fitness app, powered by AI doesn't just give me a generic workout. It tells me, you had poor sleep last night and your recovery score is low. Instead of that high-intensity workout you planned, today is a light activity day. Let's go for a 30-minute walk or some restorative yoga. It's like having a world-class personal trainer who knows exactly how your body is feeling in that exact moment. This is the future of fitness, helping prevent injury and optimize performance in a way that used to only be for elite athletes. But maybe the most profound impact AI has had on my life is in my mental health. This is an area where just getting access to care is one of the biggest hurdles people face. AI is making mental health support more accessible and immediate than ever before. AI-powered chatbots and virtual companions are now available 24/7 to provide a non-judgmental space to talk. Platforms like Wobot and others use principles of cognitive behavioral therapy to help you work through anxiety, frame negative thoughts, and manage stress in the moment. A major review of studies in the Journal of Medical Internet Research found that AI-driven tools had a significant positive effect on improving depressive symptoms in young people. For so many, the idea of talking to a human therapist can be intimidating or impossible because of cost or availability. While AI is not a replacement for a human therapist, especially for serious issues, it can be an incredibly powerful first step and a vital support tool. Knowing that you can pull out your phone at any time, day or night, and use a tool designed to help you process your thoughts is an unbelievable comfort. It's making mental wellness accessible in a way we've never seen. With my productivity and health getting this huge upgrade, I noticed something else happening. My motivation came roaring back. Before, motivation was this fleeting, mysterious thing I was always trying to bottle up. Now I understand that motivation isn't something you find, it's something you build. And AI has become a critical part of my toolkit. One of the biggest drivers of motivation is seeing progress. AI is brilliant at this. AI-powered platforms are great at tracking your progress and giving you that real-time feedback that keeps you going. When you check off a task on your AI-managed project list or hit a goal in your AI-coached fitness app, you get that instant hit of positive reinforcement. But it goes deeper. The AI can analyze your patterns and set adaptive goals. It knows when you're on a roll and might nudge you to tackle a bigger challenge. More importantly, it knows when you're restarting to fall behind and can break a big goal down into smaller, more manageable steps to keep you from getting discouraged. That adaptive goal setting is key for keeping momentum long-term. Beyond just tracking, AI acts as a personalized motivational coach. Using its ability to analyze your habits, it can send you personalized nudges and reminders right when you need them. It might be a simple notification in the afternoon saying, "You've been sitting for a while, how about a quick 5-minute walk?" Or a message in the morning with an inspiring quote tailored to the goals you've set. Some tools even use advanced AI to craft messages with specific emotional language, like achievement or gratitude, that is proven to motivate you to take action. It's like having a personal cheerleader in your pocket, one that understands your unique triggers and knows exactly what to say to keep you on track. This continuous, personalized support system helps turn that fleeting inspiration into consistent daily action. So I went from feeling like I was drowning, totally overwhelmed, and falling behind, to feeling empowered, productive, and actually in control of my life. The secret wasn't some magic pill or an impossible productivity hack. The secret was learning to work with the most powerful tool of our time as a partner. I stopped being afraid of AI and started collaborating with it. I use it to clear out the mental clutter and organize my life. I use it to shatter creative blocks and make my work better. I use it to get personalized guidance for my physical and mental health. And I use it to build and sustain the motivation I need to keep moving forward. The key takeaway is this: AI is not here to replace us. It's here to amplify us. It's a tool that can help anyone, no matter their background, upgrade their life. And we are just at the very beginning of this thing. As these tools get even smarter and more integrated, their ability to help us reach our goals is only going to grow. The future isn't about humans versus machines. It's about humans with machines achieving more than we ever could on our own. If this video sparked even one idea for how you could use AI to upgrade your own life, do me a huge favor and hit that like button. It tells the algorithm that this was valuable and helps other people who might be feeling stuck find this video. And make sure you're subscribed, because my next video is a deep dive into the specific AI tools and prompts I use every single day. Thanks so much for watching. Go start your upgrade.